Hello everybody, how are you doing? My name is Katrinka. I'm a professional singer and a vocal coach, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be looking at another performance from the first take, but this time it's actually gonna be the home take, which there's been a lot of various adaptations to the crisis that we've been going through past year and a half. And this was one of the ideas that the first take actually came up with, and it's the home take. Now, Yoasobi has been someone who a lot of people asked for. You guys were so adamant for me to look at her that I just couldn't resist. So here I am, and very excited. If you are interested in everything music and singing related, this is the right place for you, so please don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you are interested in me singing, I made a second channel. It's a music channel. I'm gonna be uploading covers and some of my original music there, so please don't forget to check it out. It's gonna be down in the description. And now, without further ado, Yoasobi, the home take.
今日はYoasobiにとって原点と言える夜に駆
She's
けるを歌わせて
adorable.
いただきます。夜のみんなの一人の時間に少しでも寄り添えたらいいなと思います。それでは
I put on subtitles, but it's not showing me. Dang.
沈むように溶けてゆくように
What a clear voice.
二人だけの空が広がる夜にさよならだけだったその一言で全てが分かった日が沈み出した空と君の姿フェンス越しに重なってた初めて会った日から僕の心の全てを奪ったどこか儚い空気をまとう君は寂しい目をしてたんだ
Dude, the tone quality is stunning. It's just so lightweight and just so pure. There is no trace of any huskiness, no trace of any rasp, nothing. It's just such a beautiful, clean voice. So a lot of singers, when they are singing very lightly, they tend to go to more breathy onset. So they are using a lot of breath going through, and it starts to be super breathy. That's one way to approach to a very soft singing, and it's not a wrong way. Some singers do have it as something that is very, very typical for them. It can be really beautiful in certain types of songs, but she is not using aspiration at all. She's just extremely intricate, very lightweight, and the clean, beautiful tone quality that she has and that she's using is really it really reminds me of like a bird chirping. Very beautiful, bright, metallic, and so super light.
沈み出した空と君の姿フェンス越しに重なってた初めて会った日から僕の心の全てを奪ったどこか儚い空気をまとう君は寂しい目をしてたんだいつだってチクタクとなる世界で何度だってさ触れる心ない言葉うるさい声に涙がこぼれそうでもありきたりな喜びきっと二人なら見つけられる騒がしい日々に笑えない君に思いつく限り眩しい明日を明けない夜に落ちてゆく前に僕の手を掴んでほら忘れてしまいたくて閉じ込めた日々も
She's moving very effortlessly between her registers. Like, almost inaudible switches over there. One thing that is helping her is actually that quality, that intricate quality where she's singing so super light. She's not pushing into her voice. She's not using too much of air. And that's where the control really comes into play, because that really helps you tons with controls. It's not an easy technique, but once you master it, you gain a lot of control. She's not pushing into anything. I love her. Thanks so much for showing her to me. Like, I've been searching for like more upbeat songs and more like super positive energy type of performances, and this is just recharging my inner batteries like crazy. The Japanese language stands out in this song so much. There's just a lot of resonance in the language, and if it's used properly and well in the music, it can create such a wonderful like sound play, because you don't have constantly just open, dragged, long phrases, but you actually have different kind of sounds, different kind of vowels combined together that you don't even find in any other language, and it just sounds so beautiful. So light. That was such a fantastic placement. I don't want to interrupt you too much, but that was textbook placements. Such a beautiful slide. Such a beautiful slide. Well placed as well. Really nice. That was a little visible, but hey, this is not a competition of like the least audible switches in the history. Her switches are already very flawless. They are almost inaudible, and when they are a tiny bit, it's probably more for decoration. Like, it's really well done, and it's just done so effortlessly. Like, you don't even see her like mentally getting ready for any kind of switch. She just knows that it's gonna be nailed down to the T. She knows it. Even though that was a belt, she completely did not back down from the technique that she's using through the whole song. She kind of stayed true to her technique, and it really paid off because she applied the same and it still had the same beautiful outcome, even though she did not go so soft into it and she ramped it up just a tiny bit. The same applied technique, the same good result. And it sounded really nice. It still brought that kind of a feeling of finally of that highest point in the song that needs to shine. want to move with her. She's just moving so well. There was a tiny wobble on the very last tone. It's absolutely fine. It's a very high-paced song, and if you go da-da-da-da, it can happen that the last tone can a little bit be floating around and not fixed too well, but it's mainly because we are fixing tones by actually getting them where we need to and then opening and really modulating our voice around that tone to fit it perfectly. And when you have such a high-paced song and just tones that last for like a split second, it can absolutely happen. In the comparison to like this whole song, it's incredible that there was just this tiny thing there. Like it's almost endearing that it's there. Ooh, I love her.
ありがとうございます。
Ooh, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. She was so freaking sweet and cute, and I haven't expected this at all. I've been listening to a lot of airy voices recently, which is, again, it's a thing, it's a technique that you can use, and it can be absolutely stunning and very beautiful. But I've been listening to a lot of them recently, and this was just such a different approach, a different voice, a different style of singing. It was never too much of a push. It was not a power singing. Power singing is great if you go for that big, huge effect of belting, of really you are trying to make that song as substantial as possible. You're trying to make the sound as big as possible. Now, this is something completely different. It has to stay very light and soft, but it cannot get too airy. And she was not using the aspiration at all. She was actually very smart with her breath. In aspiration, a lot of times you are wasting your breath incredibly fast. And if you noticed, she was very intricate with her breath. She was very smart with her breath. She was using it like an athlete. There was a lot of phrases that when she finished, she had to actually flip into her head voice, and the control that she used for the flip to be really almost inaudible and very fast, and just fixing the tones super fast and in the right, exactly right place takes a lot of control. And she absolutely nailed it. She also had this body movement and this kind of approach to singing with her whole body like really immersed into that song. I love when that happens because it is really infectious. This was a high-paced song. I would love to see her singing something slower as well, or basically anything. I'm really intrigued by her. I really like this performance. The fact that it was home, maybe it was a little bit more comfortable than the rest of performances that you have to come to that. Just as Lisa said, that it's the white room. It's the white room that does it for me. So please let me know if you would be interested in more of Yoasobi. Please say yes. Do we have a deal? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is the video that YouTube actually recommended for you. And here is the rest of my Korean and Japanese reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time.